You remember that More Furniture store, dog? That salesman, dog. He followed me all around the store. It wasn't More Furniture, man. What was it, man? Dog. Dog, he followed me all around the store, dog. Dog, he didn't let me browse around, dog. When I shop, dog, I browse around, dog. Because he follows me, I can't buy nothing. It's literally impossible, dog. Chill. You know what I mean, dog? I don't shop like that, dog. I like to browse around by myself, dog. Dog. Another thing, they don't have the prices right there. Mm-hmm. They always promoted not putting prices on there. Yeah, I had to go in there, dog, and ask the salesman for the price. Yeah, dog, they had a concept that if you like it, purchase it. Don't look at the price. Well, you know what I mean, dog? Think about those guys, man. Think about furniture stores, dog. They don't put prices on the furniture, dog. Dog, if you think about it, that's how viejos are, man. That means that's how old people used to be. People like my grandma, who passed away at 94. People like my grandma who passed away at an old age of 94. Dog, think about it, dog. People like that, my grandma would probably go in there and run with it. But I'm not gonna run with it, dog. And when we didn't run with it because they didn't put the price, dog. How is it like that? To not put the price on there, you know? But yeah, it's not fair, dog. You know what I mean? Because they put their markup on it no matter what. You know, if I ask them, dog, if I ask them how much is the price, and if I look rich, he's gonna say, he's gonna hire the price of the bid, or homie, then they're gonna say he's at liberty to put the price where he wants to put it at, dog. That's kind of how stores are in America, dog, because they have to put the business hours in the front of the store, and America doesn't like things like that, dog. The Americans, they showed that furniture store. They showed them, we don't like things like that. If you can't be upfront with us to put the price, and we quit going, dog. For the longest time, they would have commercials and say, you know what I mean? They would say, we're going out of business. Ever since, for about 20 years, dog, they would say, going out of business. Ever since the 90s. And they ran out of business, dog. Was it in the 2020s? When they got out of business? About in the year 2020? About the year 2021? They would always have an advertisement, going out of business. Going out of business for 20 years, dog. They ran a commercial, always going out of business. I said, man, 20 years ago, y'all ain't got out of business yet, dog. It took them a long time to finally go out of business, dog. I wonder what kind of investors they had. I wonder how many credit cards they maxed out to pay for their bills, dog. Because that's what I would max out a card, trying to pay for these bills. Maybe I'll make it next month. But they stayed above sea level. For 20 years, they went out of business. They ain't got out of business for 20 years. Dog, going to that store, dog, it was like going to an ancient store, like how things used to be. And that's not how things were no more, dog. That's not how things are no more. Because you can order things online. You know what I mean? When you have the time to order a piece of furniture online. It's like that furniture store had an entitlement. They don't want to put the price and be fair. What else didn't they want to do? The man followed me all around, and that's not how I shop. I like to walk around, look at the prices, and that's how it is when you. When I was in my 20s. That's how it is when you're in your 20s. When you're in your 20s, you look around for the cheapest price, and if one's a little bit better, you buy the higher one. You buy the economical one. Maybe you buy the economical one. Yeah, you buy the economical one, or you could find the features you want and buy the cheapest one that has all the features you want. And that furniture store, they didn't cater to people. I didn't feel that they catered to me, dude. That's the kind of store when people go in there and they'll be vouching for the store. They'll be vouching for that store, talking about this is a good store. It's a good store. Well, if it's such a good store, Monk would have said, why did it go out of business? Why if I would have, or what could I have said? If it's such a good store, why have they been advertising going out? They've been going out of business eventually for over 20 years. They were saying that about 20 years they were going out of business. Why are they always playing commercials that they lost their store? They're having a closing sale. So what happened? What else happened at that store, man? What else was going on with that store? Dog, the salesman smothered me, dog. You know what I mean, dog? I like to look at the best deal that has all the features I want and think what matters more to me. Maybe I want one with this cleaner with less features. Maybe less drawers. I don't know. It could be less features, less. Maybe I want to know what a memory foam is. It took me years to learn what memory foam is. You see, memory foam, it means it's 100% foam. It's like a pad. If in a penitentiary, people have a pad for a bed. It's a thin foam. That's a memory foam. So they've had memory foam prisons for a long time. It's more instead of a bed, it's more like a bed pad. I've been to insane asylums. And in there, they give you a real bed with springs, and on top of the springs, they got foam. So, and one time I bought a bed with nothing but springs, but don't ever get a bed with nothing but springs, because the springs will poke through soon enough. Real soon they'll poke through. And see, what you want to do, if you get a springs, you got to at least get a one with padding on top. So there's a spring mattress, and then there's a hybrid, which would be spring and there's a hybrid, which would be the spring mattress with a pad over the top, and then there's the memory foam mattress. I think I asked that guy what memory foam was. I felt kind of bad asking him what memory foam was, because I didn't feel I was gonna buy anything. That store was too richy. They had good quality things, good quality furniture, good quality cabinets. They had a high quality. I bought a recliner, the first recliner I ever bought, for about $200. It came out to $217, and that was after they gave me a 10% deal because I gave my email. I signed up for email. Or maybe it was the first time I bought, because there's a deal you get the first time you buy. There's another deal you get from giving them an email address and signing up for a newsletter, or maybe signing up for sales, or signing up to them to keep in contact with you through the email. And another thing, let me see here. And I had just got a chair. The neighbor had a chair, and it had been out there, so it had been sitting in the sun. The back didn't look faded, but it must have been faded somewhere along the way. I flipped over the seat, and it was dark blue. It was darker blue. I mean, and so I bought a cover for it. And it's in a room where I remodeled it. I took off the popcorn. I installed a ceiling fan. Instead it had a doorknob, I installed a lever doorknob. I installed curtains on the covering the closet, white curtains. I installed those curtains. They go all the way to the floor, you know, of course. And I installed the hardware and the curtains that go for the windows, from the window all the way to the floor. I painted the the closet, and the paint I used is the best paint you could use, which is flat paint. I use white flat paint. It's white, it's flat. Flat paint means it has no glare, no glare, no gloss. And when you sit there, I sit there, it's comfortable because no gloss. It leads to my eyes feel like I could relax. I'm in a comfortable room. But the door I painted semi-gloss, and the trim around the door jamb is also semi-gloss. I put in a new vent on the ceiling from Home Depot. We had tile put in. So I fixed up my room. And for years I had a memory foam mattress in my room. And it was clean. It was clean looking. Now I've traded a clean remodeled room with a mattress. My mattress is just for sleeping. My shoes are just for walking and exercise. But still, the bed's there. The room's remodeled. And I got 2 chairs, 2 sillas. Spanish silla means chair. Before I put the paint, I sanded the walls with an orbital sander. Inside my closet, and past the closet curtains, it covered my entertainment system. The TV I put on a pedestal stand. It's a pedestal. It's like fans are on a pedestal, and the TV is on a pedestal. I also build pedestal fans from scratch. Dog, look what Post Malone did, dog. He came out there, dog, with no tattoos, long hair and a beard. Yeah. So what happened then, man? Well, what happened to Post Malone? Homie, he started off, dog, with what? With no tattoos and long hair. And then what'd he do? He got what? Long hair, a beard, and what? And tattoos. And now what does he have? He has no hair, a beard, and what? And tattoos. Tattoos on his face. Tattoos. Do he have it on his hands? Do you have it on his lower arms? Think about it, dog. Think about Charlemagne, what Charlemagne said. Charlemagne said this, dog. Charlemagne said that he's caca, right? Pretty in any way you want to slice and dice it, right? What he said, what's Charlemagne saying? He came out here showing Charlemagne a beard, long hair. And then Charlemagne was focused on what? The what? The cornrows and the what? Yeah. So think about it, dog. Look what Post Malone did, dog. Look how he is, dog. He's always saying hello to his fans, greeting them. Post Malone has to greet people, dog. Over and over, dog. He has to sing, jump to all these hoops. Because he's a white dude who raps, homie. That they say culturally rapping is black. Then later on, homie, they're gonna tell a story on the internet, dog, that country music singers are rappers. They're gonna take the acapella of a country music singer and put it to rap. And we're gonna know since the beginning of time, homie, right? That what happened? That the rap was a part of the white people have been rapping since beginning of time. They could tell a joke since the dawn of time. White people have rapped. You know what I mean, dog? What else? What else could happen? Charlemagne, he keeps saying he keeps not having favoritism for Post Malone. They're making videos of Post Malone saying he humbles Charlemagne. Because why? Because they're mad because Charlemagne's black. They're mad because Charlemagne's black, dude. Charlemagne is on the show called The Breakfast Club. So if you want to listen to Charlemagne, you go type in The Breakfast Club on YouTube. Or on YouTube type Charlemagne. So what else is going on, dude? Dog, you know what I mean? Post Malone is playing the part of an individual who's just showing all that love, all those greetings, because society looks at him as what? As doing cultural appropriation. I can tell you for a little bit that in country music, white guys look forward to hearing black country singers and praising black country singers. And they look at it maybe as a way that it makes country music more vast and well-rounded. But, they might sing in country music in ways black folks that white people think they can't address, or give them new ideas, and they want to be like that because they like the rap music or they like their talent. Basically, the main point is they like their talent.